Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Scarlet Knights ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Looking for a gap. It's Terry. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games.
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17 and they are set up.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! They grab the early lead. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes Missouri 7, Rutgers 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Scarlet Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Hebert. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Motion from the wideout. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's McNabb. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are the...
Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking to throw, it's Hebert. A strike downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's out of bounds. The 31 after a nice return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete downfield. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McNabb. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
The Tigers need to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. To the air, it's Hebert. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He might want another play. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Missouri. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got...
Hits the afterburners. The 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
On to attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 10 over UCF. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Gonna sling it on second down. Snags it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Scarlet Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Caught near the sticks, it's Mitchell. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Sets up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll throw on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Missouri, 33. Rutgers, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see him very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Got the quick pass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. The Scarlet Knights which will hustle to the line. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Missouri, 40. Rutgers, 21.
And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Hebert. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at him until they stop him.
And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Lost to fire on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw.
Gashes the heart of the knee. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the square. Just keeps moving. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Rutgers Scarlet Knights will take over. 1st and 10.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Hebert. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
of pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Hebert. He's taking a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
That's caught. It's Murray. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. This time he's got it. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.